Alright, welcome to Hardcore Enduro, where it's all about getting out and riding the hard stuff. I'm George, the guy behind the bars and the voice behind the mic. This video here is a continuation from the last one, the Steps of Doom, where we rode up the bluff here of Sand Hollow. And we're going to be riding across the bluff into the dunes up to Mad Moose Rock. And then we're trying to get over to the Dinosaur tracks. I love dinosaurs and I want to see the dinosaur prints in the mud. It looks... I just love that cool stuff. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to it. So we got this big drop off here. And Kyle came from the right and kind of cut it at a diagonal and was able to not go over the handlebars. I came in the left and it's just like this straight down vertical drop about 5 feet here. I just don't have the confidence, and I'm just picturing myself going over the handlebars. So I finally just let my ego go, and I'm like, alright, I'm just going to drop the bike and then slide down and get it. Better doing that than risk going over the bars and the bike flipping over on me and pinning me to the ground. Colin, though, Colin's going to do this like a pro. He's just going to launch it off the ledge and then land it. So next time, I'm going to do that. Sometimes these drop-offs, even the step-ups, it's just a head game, you know. You gotta have the confidence to be able to just get it done.
Yeah.
Colin, showing me how it's done. Alright, Colin, I'm gonna get on your level next time. I'm gonna work on my drop-offs here and just being able to send it over the ledge. We're going to work our way back across the rocks here. This sandstone is just so fun to ride on. I wish we could just ride this all the way around to Dinosaur tracks because they're just so unique, you know. You got to go to Moab here. There's just not a lot of places with this type of terrain, so it's just awesome. But there is a storm coming in, and around 1 o'clock today there's supposed to be about an inch of rain, they're saying, this afternoon. We'll see. So we don't have all the time in the world to play around here. We kind of got to get this party moving. It's starting to get really windy up here too on the bluff. As we get closer to Mad Moose Rock, there's a little peak up there with a signpost. Oh no! The sun just fell over. Alright, picked him up. He's all good now. He's at that age where he's starting to grab things and try to stand up on his own. And so he's fallen over and he bonked his head on the carpet there, but he's all good. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, I was saying how windy. The wind was just picking up. Temperature's dropping. And we get up to this peak next to Mad Moose Rock and it's just howling. All I can hear on the GoPro is it was blowing hard. I think there's probably 20 to 30 mile an hour winds at that point. There's a ledge coming up. I just need to send it right there. It wasn't too steep, but I mean, I went down fine, but this kind of ledges, it would be a lot of fun just to jump off them. All these rock faces, they're just fun to go up. It's like a challenge. And as we got going, there's more and more and more of them. You know, I wanted the bigger ones, the steeper ones. It cut my confidence. It was getting a lot higher. And these little ledges there, they were just a lot of fun. I wasn't afraid of hitting any of them. Here's a nice ledge right here. Bam! You just gotta pop that front tire up and then carry some RPM up there. Feather that clutch and tractor's right up. At the top here, there's a big drop off with that gap. You can see that the rock goes back underneath there. And so you gotta have a little roll off speed so you don't go over the handlebars. Kyle and Colin, they went off no problem. They didn't even think about it, and I kind of just overthought this a little bit, so I was hesitating. But there you go, get down just fine. Just riding through here, all these rocky trails, it's just so fun. I could spend all day here and just explore all the different little canyons that go up and around, and just fascinated by all the texture of the rock, the terrain. It's crazy. I love these faces. Like, here's a big face. Getting up the rock faces, the ledges. It's just a lot of fun. Turn around and watch these guys go up. It's pretty steep face here with some holes. Colin gets up, no problem. And down in that pit, it's really sandy, so you think you're gonna carry momentum, you don't. You gotta be goosing it there to get through the sand, and then from sand straight into the rock. We're getting close to Mad Moose. That's Mad Moose there on the left. It's up there. Like, the video doesn't show, but it's that cliffside. It's a doozy, and you get to ride your bike all the way up there. They got some overhanging rocks, and so we're gonna head up there and take a nice photo on the overhanging rocks. But to get up it's surrounded by sand dunes on each side. So you got a massive dune on the left, and then if you go around on the right, there's still massive sand dunes. So the old the 250 just not gonna be able to handle these sand dunes. But the Kyle and Colin, they're gonna have fun playing around the dunes. Here's where the 450. If I had my 450, I'd love to be riding all over these sand dunes. The hill's bigger than it looks. Like, he turns into a little ant up there. It's a massive dune climb.
We gotta get on top.
Backside of Sand Hollow here, I mean, you need a paddle. This is all paddle country. You'd have a lot of fun, because the dunes are actually pretty extensive. You know, it's a large area of sand dunes. So maybe next time I'm in this area, I'll bring a paddle with me and we'll just hit the dunes for a session. Anyways, so we gotta get to the top there, and I'm gonna cut left and try to find some rocky trails to get up to the top of the bluff.
Moose. I'll head over there and take a picture.
Getting on the dunes. Like I said, it's a weird feeling. If you've never ridden on dunes that are just clean, it feels like you're floating. You got a cool little signpost over here with directions on it, pointing every which way. I don't know if people are just making them up on their own or how they get up there. Maybe I'll have to make one in my own town and put it up there at the distance. It's just so windy right here where the peak was. It wasn't that windy back into the canyon area. It wasn't that windy actually in the far side, but right there the wind was just howling over the top of that peak. So right here is Mad Moose Rock, and we're going to stop for a photo for the books. Cliff does go back underneath the rock a little bit, so you do have that feeling like you know, I hope the rock doesn't fall right now. Not today. Let's get this photo though.
So that's it. We're on an overhang right here. Huh? It's like it goes back under us, you know. Oh. Oh, I just made it. Oh my god, that took forever.
You can see how sketchy that was. That's a big drop too. That was like probably a 200-foot drop off of that bluff. I don't know. It was massive. All right, Sand Hollow is known for the big sand dunes, all this orange, red sand. And when you're on it, I'm telling you, it feels like you're floating on a cloud. To the left right here, Kyle doesn't see him, but there's a couple Jeeps there, and one of them is on its side, like he fell on the dune. And Kyle, I wanted to stop him and help him out, but Kyle's just like, he's going. And so there was some other people there. I wish them the best. I'm sure they made it out. Just a cool feeling, that fresh sand dune, you know, it's just smooth. We're headed east along the bluff. There's a place called Dinosaur tracks there that look cool on Google Earth, and there's some dinosaur footprints in the rock, and you know, I'm a nerd, and growing up I just loved dinosaurs, and I'm like, we gotta go see this. It's like on my bucket list. I want to go see some dinosaur tracks. Like who doesn't want to see dinosaur tracks? It's freaking cool. But I'd like to come back here and spend some time just going up and down, riding all over these little rock trails. I love them. You know, they're challenging, they're fun. Just helps out your skills and balance and everything else. If you go on Google Earth, there are a bunch of neat little things that Google Earth will have, like little vistas or checkpoints or just historical markers or just cool things that other people have taken a picture of, and if you want to go check them out, I recommend going on Google Earth whenever you go riding, and you can find some cool things. getting off the trail a little bit, so gotta catch up with the guys. When I rode in Idaho and did the Crestline Trail, there's a lake there that has a World War II plane that crashed on the far side of the lake. And I can't think of the lake on the top of my head. And I went for that ride. It got snowed out, or I couldn't make it to it. So next year, I think we're going to do a big Idaho trip, and that's like one thing I want to see is this World War II airplane crash on the side of a lake there. And I wouldn't have been able to find it other than through Google Earth. So whenever I go off-roading, I got an off-road map that helps me find like off-road trails, but it doesn't show you like historical or just neat things that could be around. So I use that and Google Earth to find cool things to ride to. Let's go, Roxy. What are you doing? Catch up. There you go. Now I'm the map guy. So, Kyle, he's riding ahead, but I don't think he knows where the hell he's going. So I always he'll stop, I gotta pull up and bust out the map and see where we're at. So right here is one of those cool little landmarks. There's a place called Arches, or an arch, and so we're gonna ride over, and I'll get up on top of it. And I've just seen it on Google Earth there, and that's how I found it.
There it is.
But Sand Hollow and Warner Valley, just such a cool place. You got features like this, like an arch that you can ride over the top of. I mean, how many places are you gonna go where you can do this kind of thing? It's awesome. There's a little arch. It's not a big one. Trail should go through the opening. In Barren Ridge in California, there's a trail that has a hole in the rock where the trail just goes right through it. And that's a really cool one. If you guys ever get out to California, hit up Barren Ridge. It's a hard trail. It's not gonna be an easy one to get to, but it's another one of those just cool little hidden gems that makes the ride worth it. This road across the bluff here, it is a bumpy road. It is very rocky. I was missing that sand. That sand just was nice and enjoyable, and you get it just beating you up here in these rocks. whole time I'm thinking, oh, I let a little air out of my tire for that climb back of the RV. I hope I don't get a pinch flat with these tubes. This little rocky road goes on for quite a bit. I know the guys are coming across this on their side-by-sides and even their Jeeps, and it must just be beating them up. I know it's beating me up on the bike, and I got usually whatever you can do on a side-by-side, you can do it a little bit easier on the bike. I know, don't get my words twisted here. I know they make some tremendously good suspension on the high-end side-by-sides that they could probably just go through here faster than I can go on a bike. But seems like it just break their machines. It's so rough. But I do have a side-by-side myself. I got a Yamaha R-Max 1000. It's a 4-seater, and I use it mostly just for hunting and then around the farm here. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a beast too. It can take a beating for sure. It doesn't have the long travel suspension that some of the other higher end, just totally sport off-road side-by-sides have, but as a kind of dual utility, dual sport kind of side-by-side, I think the R-Max is a fantastic machine. I'm gonna ride up here. This is a really chunky little climb here. I was not expecting that, but I made it up. And I just got to get up here I was trying to scout and find the trail that goes down the bluff. And you're gonna see it right there. So there's a trail that goes down the bluff and goes left, and then which was actually ended up being the wrong trail. There was another one that went to the right there that goes down to Dinosaur tracks. So we're gonna go over and connect over that, but we gotta go the wrong way first.
That's it over there.
Just can't get enough of these little wall climbs. They're fun. I love it. I mean, I can do this all day long. Everyone's a challenge, you know. You get a sense of satisfaction when you make it over. Ooh, there, Colin saved it. Finally found our trail down to Dinosaur tracks, but we're gonna take a little detour because it splits and we took the wrong fork. Just how our day is going. If it could be hard, we found the hardest way to do everything. The fork we took though would be really cool to hit. I'd like to come back. There's so many trails in Warner Valley. I mean, they're all over the place, up on the bluff, down in the valley, the other peaks, the other plateaus. The trails all over the place, so you could definitely spend some time here. But we're getting tired at this point. We need to get down and see some dinosaur tracks and get back to the trailer for a sandwich. So we missed the turn off. So we're going down the right fork, and it's going to be a hairy turn up here, which if you mess up on this turn, my back tire is about a foot away from, I don't know, like a 30-foot drop, something like that. And I'm trying not to look at the drop. I'm just focusing on the bike, the traction, my clutch, to get me around the turn here. So I should have went high. If I'm doing this again, go high. So you come low and you get right on this edge. So I'm trying to pivot turn right here, and my back tire is just right on the edge right there. So I can't afford to let the bike roll backwards at all. So I'm doing these little bites of a pivot, you know. Alright, got some breathing room. Telling you. Sometimes you just don't think about what's going on. You just do what you need to do to get it done. But that was a nasty drop right there. This part you can just side hill it across the rocks here. The tires grab pretty good, and then you just got a little drop down right here, back onto the trail. So the trail forks right here again, and you can go left. And I'm thinking it's going to go around and go back up the bluff. We don't want to go up the bluff. We want to get down to Dinosaur tracks. So I came back, turned around, just looked how I was going to climb this little technical section again. Thinking if I brought some speed in, I'd be able to just pop the bike up over there, make a right pivot, and get back to where Colin is over there. And Kyle, he goes first, totally wipes out, and so we're like, all right, let's not go that way. So I take this other fork here, and we're gonna find where it goes and get back over to where Colin is. Just look at this terrain here. Yeesh. This is what trail riding's all about. I love it. It's like on the edge. It's such an adrenaline rush, this style of riding. You gotta be comfortable. I'd say the danger is there for sure, but you just gotta be comfortable with yourself, with the bike, and confident that you're gonna make it up. At this point, I'm thinking maybe we should just try again. If all three of us turned around and we went back to where Colin was, we could just, get our bikes up pushing there. Because I don't know if it's going to get any easier. Maybe this is going to be even harder than, that section was. It's a gamble, It's a crazy terrain we're riding through. Kyle, he's up. Got a little edge here. I'm not going to think about it. Boom, just hit it. Nice drop off. That makes up for the crappy one I did earlier at the beginning of the video. These ledges, it just keeps going up and up and up. I'm trying to get to the top. We're right there. It's like trying to find a way how to get over that lip. So Kyle shoots up there and it just dead ends, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna, this is really steep right here, and I'm just gonna go up for it. Carry my momentum, I'm getting up here. Let's go. Yeah, boy, that's how you do it. Finally, we're back on top.
Yeah, go that was easy.
Alright, so we finally make it and go all the way around, go back to where Colin was. Colin rides over there and he's just kind of looking out over the bluff. And Kyle, he goes down the same trail we just went down. I'm like, we just went down there. So Kyle goes down the same trail we just went and had the big fiasco to get back to where we were. We're up here, we're trying to, you know, you can't see any trail.
Yeah, I see a trail down there. Oh, right here, look.
And then there it is, find it. There's that little rock marker right at the edge. Kyle comes back. Thank God he didn't go through that again. But he came back, joined up, and so now we're gonna go down this section. That road straight ahead of us on the valley floor, that's where the Dinosaur Tracks parking lot is. This ended up being, you see it in a lot of YouTube, it's popular, it's Cliffs of Insanity. It is pretty cliffy, it is pretty rocked out, but it just wasn't as bad as I was thinking, especially the other stuff that we had gone through already. I was like, oh, it's not so bad. Even though that is a big drop right there. You don't want to go down right there, but you know, a lot of people have been through here and moved out, I think, of a lot of the bad rocks. I imagine the old timers going through this trail had a hell of a time. But now the trail's not so bad.
Pretty good, just let it roll down.
This is a little steep drop down right there. So it's just gonna be a spotter. Kyle, he's coming in with the short legs. Watch his back tire. Yeah, his back tire went up a little bit.
I think this is the Cliffs of Insanity. I think so.
Next time we come out here, we'll have to ride the opposite of what we did. That'd be a lot of fun.
That might be it.
Otherwise, everything is different, hitting it the other direction, you know? There's a good little rocky section here. I've seen on the videos where they got going up, they'll have a spotter, which, yeah, I think that would make sense, having a spotter right there. There's a little bit if you were to lose control of your bike there and go over the side, that'd be pretty bad. Yeah, I think definitely next time I'll do this the opposite way. There's these steps right here. This would be pretty challenging coming up them, I think. I'd like to do that, but at this point in the ride, like, we're done. We're like, let's just see some dinosaur tracks and go back for a sandwich. But
just go.
Just letting the bike roll down there, that would be, I think it'd be pretty challenging going up it. Save it for next time, folks.
Yeah.
Alright, made it to the Dinosaur track parking lot. It's a little trail you gotta walk. I was hoping you could ride the bike right to it, but it was a little walk. There they are, dinosaur footprints. How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
There's my foot.
And with that, we're going to bring this video to a close. I hope you enjoyed the ride. We got some more rides coming up on our oaf trip, so stay tuned. Till then, get out and ride and get some. Yew!